Imagine you're on vacation, ready to dive into the clear waters of the Great Barrier Reef. Surrounded by vibrant fish and beautiful coral, you jump into the water. But when you come back to the surface, your boat is gone. No one is there to help. You're stranded in the middle of the ocean, miles from land. You thought you were safe, but now, your fight for survival begins. This is the true story of Tom and Eileen Lonergan, a couple whose dream vacation turned into a nightmare. They were abandoned at sea, left to survive alone. And what happened next still haunts people to this day. It was January 25th, 1998. Tom and Eileen Lonergan, an adventurous couple from the United States, arrived in Cairns, Australia. They were ready for a diving trip to explore the famous Great Barrier Reef. Both of them were experienced divers and excited for the day ahead. They joined a tour group with 24 other people on a boat called Outer Edge Dive. The boat set out early in the morning. The ocean was calm, and the weather was perfect for diving. Everything seemed perfect, until something went horribly wrong. After diving into the clear water, Tom and Eileen were part of a large group of divers. After about 45 minutes, the group surfaced, ready to return to the boat. But when they looked up, the boat was nowhere in sight. The boat had left, without noticing that Tom and Eileen were missing. There was no way for them to contact anyone. The crew had miscounted the divers and didn't realize 2 people were gone. The Lonergans were left behind in the vast open ocean. Now, alone, Tom and Eileen were terrified. There was no land in sight and no one around to help them. They tried to use the dive flags to signal any nearby boats, but the ocean was too vast. Hours passed, then days. They had no supplies, no food, no fresh water. The only things they had were their wits and each other. Days turned into a blur. They were exhausted, hungry, and scared. The sun beat down on them, and the ocean seemed to swallow them whole. They had no choice but to wait and hope for someone to find them. Back in Cairns, when the boat returned to port, it was clear something had gone wrong. The crew discovered that Tom and Eileen were missing. The search for the couple began immediately. Search teams scoured the ocean for days, but there was no sign of the Lonergans. The search was eventually called off. It seemed like they had disappeared without a trace. Months passed. Then, in April 1998, a shocking discovery was made. A diving mask, snorkel, and Tom's wallet washed up on a remote part of the reef, thousands of miles from where they were last seen. This new evidence meant one thing. Tom and Eileen had survived longer than anyone had thought. They had somehow made it through more than 2 months after being abandoned. So what happened to them? The official cause of their disappearance remains unknown. Some believe they drowned, swept away by a powerful current. Others say they were attacked by sharks, while others still believe they managed to survive for weeks, only to perish from starvation and exhaustion. What's most disturbing is the question that still haunts everyone. How could they be left behind? How could an experienced crew forget 2 people in the open ocean? The tragedy of Tom and Eileen Lonergan's disappearance changed everything for the diving community. It led to changes in safety procedures for diving tours, ensuring that something like this would never happen again, but the mystery still remains. Where are they? What truly happened to Tom and Eileen? The story of Tom and Eileen is one of tragic loss, mystery, and unanswered questions. Their names live on in the hearts of those who remember them, and their disappearance reminds us of how fragile life can be, especially in the vast, unforgiving sea. What do you think happened to Tom and Eileen? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories of mysteries, survival, and the unknown.